Daniel's phone was quiet for days after that night of realization, except for calls from the office. The silence forced him to sit with feelings he'd long ignored: loneliness, fear, disappointment. Even social media could no longer feed his loneliness. For years, he had slapped a smile over every wound. Now, with no one around to entertain, the mask felt pointless. At first, he tried to double down on his old habit. He told himself, "It's fine. This is just a phase. Stay positive." But the words rang hollow. The more he forced cheerfulness, the heavier his chest felt. One evening, his sister stopped by. She had been distant since the miscarriage, but now she stood at his door, hesitant. "I just wanted to check on you," she said. Daniel gave a wide smile and said, "I'm great, never been better." And immediately, something in her tired but questioning eyes made him pause. For the first time, he realized that he does not always have to reach for a bright side. Maybe he should be true to himself. He simply exhaled and whispered, "I'm not okay." His sister's shoulders softened. She stepped in and hugged him, a long, silent embrace that needed no words. It felt foreign to Daniel, raw, unpolished, but it also felt real. That moment cracked something open. He began small. When his best friend invited him out for drinks and asked how he was doing, Daniel didn't paste on a grin. He admitted, "Honestly, I've been better." Instead of pulling away, his friend leaned closer. "Man, me too. I'm glad you said that." There was a pause at first, and then they both laughed. Daniel couldn't believe what he just told his friend, but at the same time, he felt the weight come down from his shoulders. At work, when a colleague asked for help, Daniel resisted his old reflex to play the cheerful rescuer. "I'd like to," he said, "but I'm already overwhelmed with work myself." To his surprise, the colleague didn't judge him. They respected his honesty, and with his girlfriend, he finally dropped the mask completely. One night, when she confessed her anxiety again, Daniel didn't interrupt with a pep talk like he knows it all. Instead, he just listened, really listened, and when she cried, he pulled and hugged her till she was better. That night, for the first time, they felt like partners instead of strangers. Slowly, Daniel learned the truth. Optimism wasn't the problem. Denial was. He didn't have to abandon hope, but he did have to balance it with honesty. Because real strength wasn't pretending everything was fine. It was admitting when it wasn't and facing it anyway. Months later, Daniel looked around at his life. His circle was smaller, but deeper. His relationships were messier, but more authentic. And for the first time in years, when he smiled, it wasn't forced or fake. His journey taught him something worth sharing. Toxic positivity isolates you. Vulnerability connects you. Real optimism doesn't deny pain. It acknowledges it, then chooses to hope anyway. And with that lesson, Daniel stopped being an eternal optimist and became something better, the honest one who still hoped.